Oh, I don't know. What up, y'all? Hey, back to where it all got started 14 years ago. Can you believe it? 14 years I've been making videos on YouTube, and now I got 3 people watching me. But you know who is watching me? Um, 4 or 5 thousand people tomorrow, and I want to invite you to this seminar. I've got a new website. It's called thisisvwap.com. Thisisvwap.com. The motivation, obviously, is this is Sparta. Everything is war related. I've got something called the Warlocks War Room. I've also got something called Locked and Loaded. If you join the website, it's all free. You join my newsletter, you get some information about me, and you get some trade ideas, as a matter of fact. But more importantly, the reason I'm sending this out today, I got a seminar coming out, doing it tomorrow. It's free from 9:30 to 10:30. I'm doing a slideshow, if you can believe that. I haven't done slides since 2012. But what we're going to do, we're just going to highlight, some of the trades that we did over the last couple of weeks, talk a little bit about VWAP, why it's important. And then obviously we're going to be selling you something at the end of the thing. From one of the websites that I'm working with. So one is Money Map Press. I got a little stint going over at Raging Bull. I've got my own thing. This is a website that they built around me to promote all the stuff that I've been doing. So doing a huge hour-long seminar tomorrow. Just, again, talking about everything that we've been doing over the last 10 years. It is today, I don't know if you guys appreciated what happened today, but on the surface, it seemed like a choppy, kind of boring day. I was more active today than I have been in months. There was a lot of stuff going on, and the best part about it was you're able to play both sides of the market. BBIG finally came back. Some that Voyager VYGR, got pumped and then it got dumped. You had Sophie, and by the way, if you guys don't own this stock, I own a stock that's actually going up. SOFI. I bought more. Actually, bought more Ford. Dollar cost averaging does work. Look at that. I've been buying it, since 1350, 1450. I even bought more today at 1550. Big fan of Ford. I think we're going to finally get over that 1650 and maybe get into the 20s again. It's been 20 years since Ford has been in the 20s. It's about time. And if it gets in the 20s, I think we're going to tack on another 10 or 15% from there. I'm looking at 2250. SOFI, by the way, just again, I think it's a takeover candidate. There's $50. Hey, what's up? There's $50 options trading on SOFI, and the stock's only at 19 bucks. That's something. That's something out of the ordinary. You don't see usually 120 points, 120% out of the money options trading that actively. Something's up. SOFI, we're in from 15 and change. It's only 19 now. And again, market never goes down. So what's going to happen? Delta variant, North Korea, China, Civil War. It's all baked in now. If you don't know it by now, the country's in a civil war. It might not be out on the battlefields, but it's happening. I'm completely, I'm in it. I know it. I'm in it. I have drawn the line many times. I've lost many friends and family members, and I'm pretty happy about it too, because I don't need ignorant, disgusting people in my life anymore. Hey, what's up? But the Civil War's on. And when does the market reflect the underpinnings or the underlying circumstances of society? Never. The stock market disconnected from reality. And let's leave it disconnected from reality. Let the stock market be the last place that you go, the first place you go to live in the delusional world where nothing really matters. We need the stock market to do what it's doing right now. And every once in a while, if they're going to pull the rug and let the sellers take over, let them. Let the sellers have a couple of weeks. I've been getting my ass kicked since 2012 trying to short the Qs. I mean, if I had never shorted the Qs, I would be in a whole different world. I'm telling you, it's the worst trade. And yeah, lately I've been doing all right shorting the Qs, but the money that I've lost shorting the Qs, especially in 2020, 2012, and 2013, I'm still, eh, I've recouped that money, but damn, that 2012, 2013, where I thought I was smarter than the market and I knew, and I was convinced we were going to go down, and I had some of my biggest positions. It's crazy to say this, but still to this day, my biggest trades have been losses. I've never made 100 grand profit in a day. I've lost it. Most I ever made in a day was around, I think about that I think it was around 87, 80, 86, 87, maybe 85,000. I forgot the end of the day was when eBay got hacked and I just bought 3,000 shares at the open. Stock took off 20 points. And, I managed to piece into the trade. Thing is, even that trade was a disaster. I made 87 grand. At the end of the day, it should have been a $595,000 trade because the stock ended up, I think, up, 30 points, 40 points from where I sold it. Anyway, but fast forward to what's going on in this market right now. I have never traded this bet. I've never traded this badly. I've never traded this well in my life. It's not the money. I've made more money because I take piker lots just to keep myself interested while I'm talking and teaching and doing the seminars. I like having some piece of the action on a stock that I'm trading. But man, it's days like this where you look at what you had and you're thinking, what the hell? How am I not up 100 grand today? I mean, I had every one of these pump and dumps before the pump today. I mean, trading right out of the gate off the VWAP breaks. SPRT, oh man, we crushed that stock. That was awesome. That was one of our best trades of the year. We caught it on that 1250 break, had the $15 calls, got up to like 25 bucks. I think it went to like 59 that day. Obviously, we weren't up, in it when it got up there, but damn. I mean, the only way you're going to avoid those pump and dumps is you got to sell into the move and then put a stop on, because one of these days you'll be in one of these trades, they'll halt it, and it never comes back. Fraud, whatever the case may be. It's happened to me on Puda Coal back in the day. Thanks, man. It happened to me in a company. It was a Chinese stock, of course, my love affair with Chinese stocks. But the stock got halted and never came back, ever. It's kind of the same thing what happened to me in Enron. I had bought the Enron thinking that that they were going to get bought out by Dynegy. So I was like, oh, cool. They're getting bought out at 7. Why is the stock here at 520? So I bought 10,000 shares. Next thing you know, the stock was at 680, making its way to 7. I'm thinking, all right. And then I was going to sell before the whole thing. And then the worst phrase that I still remember is maybe don't sell it in case a white knight shows up. You guys know what a white knight is? Google it. Well, put it this way. I left for lunch to go visit my wife, and I got a phone call. What do you want to do with this Enron? It's at 20 cents. I thought he meant it pulled back 20 cents. No, it was at 20 cents. I left the office. It was closing in on 7. I figured it was on its way to 750. And he calls me. It says it's at 20 cents. That's the last time I cried about a stock. Legitimately, I was like, you got to be kidding me. It's just unbelievable. So most of my trades, the big trades, have all been just disasters. But now that I've gone back to the point where I don't hold, it's going to be hard to have a disaster because I'm not holding overnights anymore. 1,000 shares of Sophie ain't going to be a disaster. The stock goes to 0. I'm out 18 grand. Sorry. Well, actually 15,500. BBIG goes to 0. What am I out? I'm out 8 grand. I'm not putting myself in positions anymore that I'm going to get destroyed like I did by shorting, 10,000 QQQ with 1,000 put options in the money like a freaking psychopath. So I don't put myself in those positions anymore. Plus, it's very difficult to talk and trade at the same time. And I'm not embarrassed to say some of these positions, I'll have 200 shares and I'll sell it into the move just to show people what to do. I'll sell in 10 share increments just to show people how you should do this. And again, I look back, I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I only in 200 shares of some $7 stock? And then it goes to 14. I'm like, how am I not getting rich in this market? But that's the kind of the sacrifice that I've made to be able to do what we're doing. So go take a look at thisisvwap.com. A pop-up should come. I'm doing a thing tomorrow. So you just click the button, you join in. Don't use any bad language, but if you're there and you know me, do me a favor, say hello to the other 4,000 people that are meeting me for the first time and tell them what's up. I've been rocking this thing since, 1994, videos since 2007, pretty much nailing this market, nailing it. Obviously, I had an addiction of shorting the market that cost me, a ton of money in the process, but now we just play the game, and the game is phenomenal. I mean, some of the symbols I traded today, NTRB, NRXP, which was insane. 750 got you 10. We had PALT again. You had Voyager, GOTU, Shake That Ass, DATS, which is still ripping. There is no reason to commit real money to the market. For what? To make 12.5 to 15% on an investment over a year? You got stocks moving in 30% increments, 100% increments every day. Stay nimble, make that money, and then cash out, because most of these stocks are going back to zero. But you're going to own some stocks. I got me some Sophie right now. I got me some U.S. Steel. I held on to the stupid BBIG a little bit too long, but today was a nice comeback. I've hedged myself with the option, so my cost average is pretty good. What else we got on the books? Nothing really much that we're holding. There was one more that I just added. I can't even remember it because it's not a big deal. And I've been shorting the hell out of naked calls on the SQQ. And if I haven't explained that trade, I will. So come to the seminar. All right? If I don't see you, I'll see you somewhere else. All right? Hope all's doing well. Everybody's doing well. Rock and roll. See ya. I'll put the link in the description. See you.